On the news tonight, Chief of Defence Staff Lucky Irabor warns Benue and Ondo State Governor against procuring AK-47 for security outfits. PDP crisis deepens as Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike accuses party chairman of 100 million naira bribe from a sitting governor. And court nullifies Adamawa APC governorship primary. Well, many thanks for joining us on News Now. I am Folashade Ogorinde. The federal government has responded to Benue State government's ultimatum to arm its local security outfit with AK-47 rifles due to heightened insecurity. The Chief of Defence Staff, Lucky Irabor, speaking at the end of the National Security Council meeting in Abuja, says no state has the power to procure automatic weapons for its security outfits. Irabor said the license for the procurement of automatic weapons such as AK-47 lies with the agencies of the federal government. On Thursday, Benue State Governor Samuel Autumn, while inaugurating the first batch of personnel of the state security outfit in August, had said sophisticated weapons would be provided for them. On his part, Rotimi Akeredolu, Governor of Ondo State, in September, said the state will procure arms for operatives of the Western Nigeria Security Network, codenamed Amotekun.
No state government has been empowered to harm any of its security operatives or agencies. None. So the false claim that a state government is empowered by the federal government to harm his own vigilante or subnational security outfit is false, absolutely false. And in any way, and that was the question, that's the answer I want to give. There is a procedure for whoever wants to legally bring in any weapon to follow. And whoever is authorized by the law of the land to bring in legitimate ammunitions, even including the army, and I'm happy to see it is there, must go through that process. So whoever wants to import ammunition, armament, or weapon is advised to go through the legitimate process of such activity or act.
There's no state that has been given license for that. And in fact, the sole responsibility of licensing lies with the federal government agencies and also to be used by the government security agencies and not quasi-security forces. So you do not ask for what you do not have power to acquire. I'm not aware, I'm not if there is any representation, it's not to my office, so I may not know. But I'm only trying to sensitize us as men and women of the fourth estate of the realm, who, of course, the general public is dependent on for, information, critical information, because is to our collective interest, it's our collective good. So do not be a part of those who go to misinformed based on some inanities by a few individuals.
Governor Nyesom Wike of Rivers State has raised fresh allegations against the People's Democratic Party (PDP) and the national chairman Iyorchia Ayu. Wike accused Ayu of collecting 100 million naira and 1 billion naira from a governor. In a media chat on Friday, the governor challenged the embattled PDP national chairman to refute the corruption allegations against him. Wike also vowed to spill more allegations if we are pushed to the wall.
Ayu collected 100 million naira from a governor that was going to renovate our Democratic Institute. And then he went back to NWC and took the 700 million naira of doing the work. Double payment. What kind of system is that?
And all of these things are documented.
I am telling you of a governor. That is say no.
So why is the party not probing
Oh,
this?
that's what I'm saying. Let her say no. You didn't collect this 100 million from a governor. For Christ's sake.
Which governor is that?
Let him say no first. I will tell you who. Let him say, you see, these are things people don't know. If not for the love of this party, if we release what we have, if we do what we have, Ayu's children will go to him and say we are no longer our children.
Meanwhile, the national chairman of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Iyorchia Ayu, has denied allegations by the Rivers State Governor, Nyesom Wike, that he collected 1 billion naira from a governor of the party. The PDP national chairman also warned aggrieved persons to leave his family out of the controversy. Ayu further explained that he never collected any money as an individual, adding that monies also received on behalf of the party were duly remitted to the PDP treasury. The PDP national chairman said as the father of the party, he decided to be quiet for peace to reign. Well, to speak further on this, I'm joined by Editorial Olamilekan, political affairs analyst. Thank you very much for joining us. Now, what do you make of this back and forth between Nyesom Wike and Iyorchia Ayu? And do you think this can in any way impact the performance of the PDP in the 2023 elections?
Definitely. Thank you, TV360, for having me once again this night to analyze the issues ranging in our political development. I can categorically say this night that what is happening between Governor Wike and also the national chairman of the People's Response Party, Senator Ayu, is more or less something that will snowball into reducing the chances of the PDP in terms of integrity test. For me, I see it as more or less an integrity test between the party chairman as well as the Wike camp that are always calling out the chairman and saying all manner of things about him. This one of the case. How could the party chairman collect 100 million from a governor and also go back to the NWC and collect another 100 million? It's a case in point that we need to look at it deeply on the angle of integrity. And we have to give it to Governor Wike. He won't come out to say what he's saying today if it is not happened. But the overall burden of this particular incident is that it's reducing the chances of the PDP in the forthcoming general election, not just at the presidential level, including other positions that PDP may be vying for. So for me, it is better the PDP put its house in order and reduce this tension in between the party and its members. Although we agree and we must acknowledge that what Governor Wike is fighting for is internal democracy, which PDP has missed from the beginning. But it is not too late to correct some of these impasses and make amendments and correct what needs to be corrected so that the party can have its integrity at the forefront of 2023. Because as it stands today, the integrity of the party chairman, the integrity of members of PDP is all at stake as we speak right now.
But do you not think these wranglings between these two political forces should be kept internal for the sake of the upcoming elections?
Definitely, this will definitely affect the chances. And as I said earlier, it is not just the presidency that will affect, it will also affect other positions of the PDP across the country. But we must not rule out the incidents that PDP has a crisis. And that crisis, for me, it is chronic. This crisis is not just happening today. It is something that has been built in PDP over the years. Although with the emergence of Governor Wike as governor of Rivers State, it tried as much as possible to amend some impasses in the party. But it seems that the chronic incidents of lack of integrity, lack of way forward, lack of foresight in the party, it seems really in head. And that's why, as of today, they are still having challenges to really allow internal democracy to deepen in the party. And that's why they're having the challenges as we speak. But it is not too late. I will repeat, it is not too late for the PDP members, PDP elders, PDP stalwarts to come together and correct the impasse that is bringing shame to the party as we speak right now.
But definitely, according to the party, they've come together on several occasions to find a resolution, but still a wait-and-see situation. But Editorial Olamilekan, political affairs analyst, thank you very much for your time and your contribution. A federal high court sitting in Yola has nullified the All Progressives Congress APC primary election, which produced Aishatu Binani as the party's governorship candidate for Adamawa State. Ruling on the suit filed by Nuhu Ribadi, the court declared Binani's candidature invalid and unlawful. Justice Abdulaziz Anka, in his ruling, also refused the plea for a fresh primary, holding that the APC, by the court judgment, had no candidate for the 2023 governorship election. According to him, the primary was not compliant with the 2022 Electoral Act, the nation's constitution, and the party guidelines. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has organized a one-day workshop for members of its press corps. INEC Chairman Mahmoud Yakubu, who was represented by the National Commissioner, retired General Modibo Alkali, assured Nigerians of credible and transparent polls. He also tasked the media towards objective and unbiased reportage. Also, the INEC Press Corps Chairman Segun Ojumu said while the number of registered voters has increased, the legal framework is still being dissected, adding that technology will play an unprecedented role.
Whatever INEC is doing, we have our processes, we have our missions, we have our vision. And the vision of INEC, or the mission, is to serve as an independent electoral management body committed to the conduct of free and fair election in Nigeria for the sustainable and sustaining democracy in Nigeria. This, no doubt, INEC is focused on that and is always made very clear. And I'm happy you are the mouthpiece of INEC. You are the people that can disseminate whatever INEC is doing to the public.
Never before have we had an election like the one we are having or the one we're preparing for. The number of registered voters has now swelled. The legal framework is still being dissected, and technology will play an unprecedented role. All of this have made this workshop inevitable. Like the one held in Lagos just over 2 weeks ago, this workshop will explore INEC's processes, innovations, preparations for the 2023 general election, and critical issues in the Electoral Act 2022.
The Ogundikpe Memorial Outreach, in collaboration with Viewpoint Specialist Eye Center, has organized an essay writing competition and free vision screening among students of Ilupeji Secondary School in Lagos. The event is in commemoration of the World Sight Day 2022 and in remembrance of Nigeria's foremost female English writer, Fibian Ogundikpe. The event, which took place at the school premises, is geared towards encouraging the students as well as ensuring that both staff and students have sound vision to bring their academic dreams to reality. Report. A good eyesight is said to be crucial to the academic development of a child. To this end, the Ogundikpe Memorial Outreach has organized this free vision screening for all students of Ilupeju Secondary School in Lagos. Giving a keynote address, a representative of the Ogundikpe family, Elizabeth Falobi, urged the students to continue to strive to attain excellence as well as shun social vices.
One of the most important things in life is hard work. If you can work hard on what God has given you, you will make it. There is no way you won't make it. So what I want to encourage you here today is that you should make sure that you do your studies. Don't rely on going to copy somebody's work. Do your own study. Study well, and you will get the result.
Beyond a good vision, the organizers have also awarded students both in the junior and senior secondary schools for emerging tops in an essay competition in commemoration of this year's World Sight Day. The winners expressed delight and thanks for the cash prize ranging from 20 to 50,000 naira.
I am so happy to be the first winner of this competition. Thank you, God bless you. More monies, blessings. So
I was shocked. I did not believe it at first, but I was told that I won, so I must receive the prize. I feel happy about to be the first person in this senior category. I tell them a big thank you for making me the first position of this senior category.
While more than 1,200 students were beneficiaries of the free eye screening and medications, medical personnel were able to detect some defects which would need early attention.
The students came out en masse, everybody got screened. There had so many people with very, very good vision, but there are still some amounts of students too that needed corrective measures, which are the glasses and all of the eye drops and everything else. Fortunately, we didn't have any students that had like cataracts, but we actually saw a lot of children with glaucoma, and that we like to get that early because glaucoma is the leading cause of irreversible blindness. So if you're able to get that early, it's something that can be done to prevent vision loss.
For some of the beneficiaries, the free eye test, medication and consultation would go a long way in improving their quality of life.
I participated and I'm satisfied because my eyes was tested, everything. It used to teach me and they gave me drug to enhance my vision.
After the eye test, they gave me these glasses and I can see well and I can see properly.
As a beneficiary, both in the eyeglass aspect and the essay competition, third position, I say a very big thank you to them and I'm very, very grateful.
In Nigeria, many research studies have shown the high prevalence of eye diseases among children between the ages of 5 to 19 years, which underscores the importance of preschool vision screening to ensure early detection and treatment. Folashade Ogrinde, TV360 News. Well, we'll take a break here, but still to come, UK Prime Minister Truss sacks British-born Ghanaian Finance Minister Kwasi Kwarteng. Details of the story and more right after this break.
Opinions are free, facts are sacred, but truth is universal.
How, in practical terms, can we, for instance, de-escalate the tension?
President must see himself as the President of the Federal Republic.
We know where the enemy is. 3 places. The Lake Chad Basin, the border area between Nigeria and Cameroon, and then the Sambisa Forest.
On TV360, we give you a complete dose of everything. Opinion, facts and undiluted truth.
I hardly believe what politicians say in this part of the world.
A new Nigeria is possible, a future is possible.
We delve into the issues, dissect it so that you can understand it, use it to take action.
I don't think there's any need for any governor to look for grant for ranching.
TV360, dissecting the issues.
Welcome back. Now here is a recap of some of our top stories tonight. Chief of Defense Staff Lucky Irabor says no state has the power to procure automatic weapons for its security outfits. Speaking on Friday after the National Security Council meeting in Abuja, Irabor said the license for the procurement of automatic weapons such as AK-47 lies with the agencies of the federal government. We also told you that Governor Nyesom Wike of Rivers State has accused the national chairman of the PDP, Iyorchia Ayu, of collecting 100 million naira and 1 billion naira from a governor. However, Ayu has since denied the allegations, saying that as the father of the party, he has decided to be quiet for peace to reign. Well, in case you miss any of our news bulletins, for more updates, do log on to our website on www.tv360nigeria.com. You can also follow us on our social media platforms on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube and Google Plus at TV360 Nigeria. On Facebook, we are TV360 Online. COVID-19 infections levels are rising across much of the UK, with more than 1.7 million people thought to have had the virus in the most recent weeks. According to the latest figures from the Office for National Statistics, about 1 in 35 people in England had COVID-19 in the week ending 3rd of October, based on swabs from randomly selected households. In total, 1.74 million people in the UK are estimated to have had COVID-19 in the most recent survey results, the figure a 31% rise from 1.3 million people the week before. China's strict COVID-19 curbs are taking a toll on businesses and job seekers as Beijing stresses the need to maintain its zero-tolerance approach to the virus. Since 2020, China has reported 5,226 COVID-19 fatalities among its population of 1.4 billion people. Keeping the lead on China's COVID-19 death toll has come at a cost to its economy as business has been disrupted by closures to comply with COVID-19 policies. We'll take another breather and return with more stories and business to stay with us.
Hello? Yeah, I found your wallet in front of a supermarket. Meet me at Apple Junction. Yes, I'll be waiting for you.
Now we find out. Two of us.
Thank you very much, officer. You know, it's surprising that men like you still exist in the police force.
Yes, so...
Oh, yes.
This is just a token of my appreciation.
Oh, no, you don't need to do this. We are only doing our job.
Thank you very much. God bless you.
You're welcome.
Now I know police is really my friend.
Yes.
Friend. Hey. Okay, which came up with this one? I don't understand.
You know your problem. You are greedy. I'm a policeman who is doing his job. All forms of corruption in the force. Not in my country.
Corruption not in my country.
Welcome back. Well, up next is business news and stock market review with Bisola Adebaya. Over to you, Bisola.
Welcome to business news. The federal government has ordered the reopening of Obajana cement factory in Kogi State. The Minister of Interior, Rauf Arabashala, made this known at the end of the council meeting in Abuja on Friday. The Interior Minister also advised that all issues of controversy related to the factory be resolved in accordance with the law. Kogi State government has shut down the Obajana factory over allegations of tax evasion and unresolved ownership. The management of Dangote Group, however, said it had concluded plans to approach the court to seek legal redress on the matter.
The council noted the development in Kogi and has ordered the reopening of the cement factory that is closed down, and has advised that all issues related to that industry or factory should be resolved in accordance with the law, legally. Nobody must take law into their hands, either as a government or an individual. We are committed to guaranteeing and providing employment for Nigerians. So whatever will in any way hinder that or impede that must be discouraged. So in that regard, the cement industry in Obajana must be reopened, and all issues that are in dispute should be resolved legally.
We'll take a break now and return with a review of the stock market. Nigerian equities market continued its positive trend today, closing the week with a 0.09% increase after the all-share index closed at 47,569 basis points, and the market capitalization also closed at 25 trillion naira at the close of trading today. On the list of equities that kept the market in the boost territory, we have Oniflower and Wapik, recording a combined 14 kobo increase. On the flip side, as our losers list for today, we have Academy and Champs leading 12 other decliners on the losers counter. Our market activities, which fortunately also ended in the positive territory, sees 124 million units of shares valued at 4.2 billion naira exchanging hands in 3,101 deals. While in the holiday shortened week, some investors cherry-picked attractive counters across board, while others continue to show apathy towards equities due to the monetary policy tightening by the central bank, but fortunately the bull still managed to come out victorious at the end of the week. On the global scene, that's the FTSE, the Dow Jones and the Nikkei. Britain's main stock indexes hit session highs before powering gains on Friday after Prime Minister Liz Truss signaled a U-turn in part of the new government's large unfunded tax cut plan that roiled financial markets in the recent weeks, which is why the FTSE is recording a 0.12% increase. It's also affecting the Dow Jones, as recorded a 0.90% decline, and Japan stocks Nikkei closed in the positive, recording a 3.25% increase. That's all on Stock Market Report. Back to Folashade for the rest of the news.
Well, many thanks, Bisola. On the foreign scene, UK Chancellor and Finance Minister Kwasi Kwarteng has been sacked after presiding over weeks of economic chaos during his brief term in office. Prime Minister Liz Truss bowed to political and economic pressure after Kwarteng's package of more than £40 billion of debt-filled tax cuts sent markets into near meltdown. What Kwarteng, who defended his goal for growth policies in a letter to Truss, confirmed his departure while acknowledging that economic circumstances had changed rapidly in recent weeks. Meanwhile, a former Foreign Secretary and two-time Conservative leadership candidate, Jeremy Hunt, has been appointed on Friday as Kwarteng's replacement. In sports, Nigeria's Flamingos got their 2022 FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup campaign back on track after a comfortable 4-0 win against New Zealand in their second Group B game on Friday. The Flamingos, who went into the game on the back of a 2-1 loss to Germany in their group opener, took a deserving lead through Amina Bello on 16 minutes, headed in a cross from Tuminino Adesina. The Flamingos will face Chile in their final group game on Monday, October 17, 2022. And that's the size of our news bulletin. Many thanks for watching. I am Folashade Ogurinde. Bye for now.